Dun 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 dun. Hey, Babaloo. My name's Jordan.
Babaloo.
I'm Jordan, and I stole from my mom's purse. I didn't steal from my mom's
I didn't
purse.
steal from my mom's purse.
Hey, speaking of Thumb Palette, speaking of stream starting, hello everyone. Where have you been? Hey,
Welcome
I'm on
back.
time. We're on time. We the people are on time.
We are the most on time that on time can be on time.
Yeah.
In fact.
So, first of all, where have you been? I'm so glad you are all here.
Yeah.
We have Thumb Palette, Hoosier,
Why
Tech
weren't-
Elf, Paint Liquor,
Why weren't you guys here like 2 minutes ago? It's unacceptable. We were
Rattle Can, Sarcastic Grandpa.
here. Unacceptable.
Here's what
I
I'm
won't
going to
allow
say
it.
about Jordan publicly.
Oh, publicly. What
No,
What
that's
do you
all I
say
had. That's all I
in
had.
private?
Hey, Jordan,
What do you want?
let's stop on the paint train. Ooh, that's a juicer. Here we go. Ooh, whoa.
I love that one.
That one's good. Hey, this is like a first Monument Hobby stream starting on time. False, Hoosier.
False.
False.
There are many streams. They fall on time. Many of them.
They fall on time.
Many haps.
Alberto.
Some of them do not.
Hey, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
I have a request.
No. First of all, where do
Shush
you get
your
off?
lips, sir?
What do you mean a request?
I am.
I don't think so. Whatever you're about to say it's a hard no.
It's a hard no.
What do you want?
I'm gonna use a little bit of sepia and sap green. Bump, bump.
You're gonna use so tell me what we got here.
Actually, I won't use the sap green, but I will use the sepia.
No. Why? You got me so excited.
Because we're doing this in like desert land.
Oh, true. Okay.
No, less green. But sepia works wonderfully. So I'm gonna grab
Hey, speaking of sap green, Paint Liquor 37 months.
37 months. Welcome back.
That's like 100 months. Kind of, sort of, not really.
Kind of, sort of, not really. I love it. All right, we're getting a
Yo,
little
getting
bit of
old sucks my Oh, Hoosier, I'm so sorry. Your knees hurt.
All right, we're back. We're back, and we've got a plan.
To a soft
And this
note,
plan
yes.
involves getting this guy to be more in focus.
Okay, so what's your plan here? Hold.
Yeah. So we're gonna smooth out
Yeah.
a lot of the colors. We're gonna darken up some of the back area here, so it's deeper in shadow. And we're gonna finish off this kind of like chrome armor bit that we got going on here. So one of the things I'm gonna do here is I'm going to use this sepia as a glaze. One of the nice things about these expert acrylics is that they are super duper 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 saturated.
Yeah.
But also, in a lot of ways, they're also very translucent. So
Now-
they can work really, really well
Uh-huh.
in conjunction with the transparents
Mm-hmm.
to make these really awesome glaze transitions.
I'm gonna zoom in one for you. Nice. Yeah, I've noticed that with the expert acrylics. They're very fun. They're very fun to use for glazes and filters.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of having a lot of fun with filtering and glazing, welcome in everybody. Today we have Jordan, HBDC Lamb, and me, Christmas Sushi. And we are doing some true metallic chrome work up today. We did most of this yesterday, so if you missed that VOD, go check it out. It's at the back end of the stream.
It's a
The
great
first
VOD.
part of the stream, we painted up a little bit of Baby Yoda, and he came out great. Painting tiny models. Jordan gives you the lowdown. Check that out from yesterday. And today, he's going to finish up the little chrome bits on this guy. And when I mean this guy, I mean Mando.
Mando, he is the Lorian of Mandos.
And he's looking good.
He is looking good.
Tell us what you're doing here,
He's a
Jordan.
dashing.
What are you
man.
looking for when you're doing this?
So I'm basically taking this sepia color, which is very similar to the color that we were using yesterday.
Mhm.
And I'm just kind of darkening this shadow area here. By adding a slightly darker color. And then I'm also going to need to take a little bit of our steel, which is kind of the base color that we've been using. I'm going to grab a little bit of the silver, which is our kind of first stage highlight color. And then I'm going to grab our metallic medium. Metallic medium. Right here. So metallic medium ends up being a super duper bright, very shiny metallic. If you look on the palette, you can see how bright it is.
Oh, so bright. Just like Jordan's happy-go-lucky smile. Oh, isn't that pleasant? That's great. I know. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, okay. I see what you're doing here, son.
Son?
Yeah, I'm going to zoom in one more for the people. Oh,
what are
okay.
you doing, son?
Looks good. So where are you placing this essentially?
So this is going to go in the areas where that brightest light is going to be.
Oh, okay. All right. Why don't you place that where the brightest parts of the light are going to be?
So we're looking at the top of the thighs, top of the head. Just going to get the biggest highlight here. And then you're going to get it on the chest. This is a flat plate, so the good portion of this top part is going to get it. This shoulder is going to get some in the very peak inside area. And on the top, we're going to hit the ridge of the helmet. We're going to hit a little bit of a glaze on the very top part of this side of the helmet.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just going to work this in until I get a nice shiny finish.
This Mando before or after Beskar?
This is Beskar.
Yeah, this is Beskar. This is after Beskar. Technically, when I say after Beskar, it means after he received it, because now he's wearing it.
He is the Beskar man.
Yeah, Ray, check it out. He did most of the chrome yesterday, and if you missed that VOD, check it out, because it's getting me jazzed to try some chrome some places.
It has been a while since I've painted a Star Wars Legion model too.
Yeah,
and this has been
they're great models, dude.
Such an absolute pleasure to paint.
They're great models.
It's making me like.
I think this is the.
I'm gonna go to our local game store today.
Yeah,
and I might pick up a Legion model just to paint.
Yeah,
I might pick up this kit to paint. To be honest,
it's a fun kit. Yeah.
Well, this kit is not currently available, but it will be.
Well, yeah, you know, these characters.
You can get these models right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Flapjack. It looks pretty Beskar, and you know what? You're looking pretty Beskar today too.
Oh man, see that metallic medium. I just want to talk about this really quick. So
sure,
that metallic medium is super shiny. So if you look at like how shiny this, if you want to zoom out a little bit,
yeah, I can see it with the lights.
Like the top of that helmet and the shoulders and the chest just really kind of pop now. I also forgot. Can you pull up a really quick picture of his gun?
What's the official name of that? His rifle?
Mando's rifle is not the official name for it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
But I just want to make sure. Hoosiers, your local library had Jedi training for kids today? Oh, that's so cool.
What library is
That's
this?
awesome. Oh, no, actually go down. Okay, that's just stop right there for a second. Oh, perfect. Perfection!
I don't know if is that it?
That's the gun, yeah.
Okay.
Or
I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It might be. This just might be shadowed.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so this part of the gun does have metal on it,
Okay.
and then it's this part and down.
Okay.
So
are you gonna continue with the armor though, and then go back?
I'm gonna do the armor at the same time because it's also silver. I want to be working at it at the same time. I just forgot to paint it yesterday because I'm a goober.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, I see what you're saying.
It is also silver.
Oh,
and I should be painting all the silver bits at the same time. And it is also made out of Beskar.
That's true. Okay, got it. Okay, all right.
At least I think so. Maybe not.
Who knows?
I know he has a Beskar spear for a little bit. That looks kind of like this. I don't know if his gun is actually made out of Beskar. But it is metal. Which, you know what's really interesting? There's very little actual exposed metallic in the Star Wars universe.
Huh.
If you think about it, the vast majority of it is painted.
I guess that's true.
It's an interesting thought that I had a little while ago while I was painting some Star Wars stuff. It was an observation where I was like, this is kind of weird.
Flapjack said, I think Adam Savage made a version of Mando's rifle untested. I'll have to check that out. Lumberjack, don't know if I take my kids to that. I know how it ended for the younglings.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
that's rough.
Is hilarious. That's horrible. I'm laughing at the situation, not at the younglings getting massacred.
By
clarify.
The hero of the story.
Was he the hero?
What a dark moment in that story.
Yes. It's horrible. It's horrible.
It is horrible. All right, so we're bringing back our wash from yesterday, which we're going to do on this. Oh, see, that looks so nice, too.
Yeah.
That little bit of metallic in the bag. All right, back to the Beskar for now. We're doing the transparent blue. All right, do we have that piece of reference from yesterday, by the way? I'd love to have us pull that back up if possible.
I would love... You know what, Jordan?
I know that Christopher is the hero of this story, and he can make anything work, so I trust in him.
False. I am not the hero. I am the villain. You've already established that. Here you go, son. Thumb Palette says the rifle itself is called an Amban Phased Pulse Blaster. Amban? Wrong, Chris. I'm the villain. Little Billy, you are just an antagonizer. An ant beneath my boot.
You are.
I am the boat. You are correct, Little Billy. I take it back. I am the boat. You are the sea. Jordan is captain today. And speaking of captains.
Oh, captain.
Welcome in, everybody.
My captain.
This is Jordan. This is Chris. And we are Monument Hobbies today. Painting up some true metallic chrome. I hope you're having such a good time watching this. And if you missed most of this workup, it was yesterday. Yesterday afternoon after we painted up little baby Yoda. Teeny tiny models. So go check it out. Big Bobzilla, I am not a liar. I just fabricate truth. There's a huge difference.
That is huge difference. Of a liar.
No. False. Definition of a liar is Jordan Lamb.
Wow. That's rude. You want to call me a liar to my face?
You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. You are the boat. Yes, little Billy. We know. We know. I am the boat, and you are the waves beneath my wings. Yes, Big Bob, you're right. Super serious painting, serious business time. You're very correct. You're right. I need to get this train back on the tracks. No more silly questions. All I need from you guys are the serious business paint time questions. It's so quiet without Jason hating on Chris. Hey, whoa, little Billy, whoa, whoa.
That got dark really fast.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we can handle that.
I can't handle it. No. I miss it. Jason will be back. Let me check. Monday or Tuesday. Then we don't have to deal with Jordan anymore.
All right, that's it, folks.
Hey, don't go. Hey, Jordan,
I hope you
don't
enjoyed
go.
this limited access to cool painting stuff.
The
with
boat
Jordan.
is a what? A dinghy, but it's still a boat. That's right, sarcastic grandpa. That's right. The boat's a dinghy, but it's still a boat.
The boat's a dinghy, but it's still here.
All right, what's next, Jordan?
I'm grabbing
Oh.
a wee bit of the Payne's Gray.
He's grabbing Payne's Gray, is?
Payne's Gray.
Oh, the heavy,
Oh.
the expert acrylic. Oh.
So I really like this Payne's Gray. It's quite a bit darker than the bottle Payne's Gray from us.
Okay. He's grabbing a little bit of Payne's Gray, people. Expert artist acrylics.
Just a little bit. Yeah, you can see here how dark it is.
It's very dark.
Very dark. I'm going to mix this with a little bit of the sap green.
The sap green. That's not sap green.
Oh, sepia, sorry.
Sepia.
I had pulled the sap green earlier.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work.
That'll work. I like it. And we're going to darken these shadows.
It's going to darken the shadows a little bit. Sapia green. Yes. Yes, that's right. That's right, Flapjack. Whatever you want. It's all for you. Sapia, sepia, slapia. Whatever you want, Flapjack. It's whatever you want. It's your world. We're just living in it. That's all I'm going to say. It's a good day to be alive. That's all I'm going to say.
A good day to be here at Monument Hobbies HQ.
Lumberjack says, my expert acrylics are satin. Is that normal?
I mean, like any paint, depending on how much or what you mix into it and how much you mix, it could be that you're mixing a little too much water into them and you're getting a slightly off finish result as a result. They should mostly have a nice matte finish to them.
Now, Jordan, are you Lumberjack Tim says, I'm not adding water.
You're not adding water.
Oh, you're just going straight out of the tube. That's bold.
I don't know. It could be a lot of different things. It could be that particular color tends to veer a little bit more towards satin than matte.
Raw dogging.
Whoa. Raw dogging. You want to punch this in a little bit more even?
Let me fix that.
Fix it.
November 627. Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly new painter here, and I've been having problems getting the right consistency for dry brushing, especially when using PL paints. Also have tried Reaper, but that's it. Got any tips? It always seems like it's either still wet or there's really nothing left on the brush. I've got a makeshift dry palette, but the paper towel seems to work better so far. PA paints. Okay, you're talking about PA paints. Now, you are getting the right consistency. You're having trouble getting the right consistency
for dry brushing.
Maybe you're just not taking enough off November?
So
I always tend to take off a little bit more than I think I need so that I don't get it smudgy, if that's kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah, so if you're not removing enough, you'll get like actual brush strokes in the dry brush effect. If you are removing too much, you end up with a dusty effect. So you'll actually get like a texture in the dry brush finish, which is also not really what you're looking for generally.
November says, it seems like I'm either not taking enough off or so much I can't even see it on the dry palette. The dust, yeah, you'll get that. November just said, I do see the dust.
You do see the dust. It sounds like you're taking too much off. Try just removing a little bit, and then progressively removing more and more, and try it on like a scrap piece of model or something. Like prime something up really quick and just give it a shot.
November, do you typically wipe it on a dry surface or a paper towel? I've switched over to a paper towel because I've tried the whole makeshift dry palette too, or like the dry brushing palette. And I've noticed a paper towel, I get a little bit more control.
Yeah, so one of the things too that you have to think about is you're using the two different surfaces that you're talking about. One is an absorbent surface, the other one is not. Right? So if you're looking at a like a piece of paper towel, right? That is an absorbent surface. So it is going to show, or rather it's going to absorb more paint off your brush. So it's going to dry out your brush faster. Whereas the, hold on, let me answer this question instead of trying to do this. So if you're using a dry palette, so like a piece of glass or something like that, a tile, that's not absorbent, then you're just removing paint off of the brush, and you're not like, it's not absorbing, or you're not picking up fibers from the actual paper towel. The other thing, definitely don't thin the paint.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to thin it at all.
You want to put the paint directly on your palette, and then you want to dip your paintbrush into that little puddle of paint. You don't want to pre-thin that little puddle. If you pre-thin the puddle, then you're going to have less like volume of actual paint that you're working with, and it's going to make it not work.
Also, November, depending on what kind of, I don't know what you're talking about when you're dry brushing or what kind of surface it is, but maybe trying a lighter hand as you apply your dry brush might help. I find that sometimes when I get too heavy-handed, it'll smudge, but if I get too light-handed, that it doesn't show up at all. Can you center up a little, Jordan?
Yeah.
So what are you doing here? Is this just the...
So I'm kind of putting some like edge highlights onto areas that would get a nice shiny bright highlight.
Yeah.
This is just kind of like reshaping some of the armor. Because I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot where with the color and the reflections.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to isolate those areas of reflections.
Yeah.
So that they really pop. And I feel like I've got a pretty good job of that so far. Like, see on the right side of the face, it's like really dark.
Yeah.
We're going to pull some edge highlights out there so that like when I turn it around, you can see the shape still. But I want that level of like, when I do this, right? This dark side on the right side is very much more pronounced dark than this light side here.
Yeah.
And I want these little edge highlights to really come through. So I'm using that mixture with the metallic medium to get that shininess.
Mm-hmm. You're going to get that shininess.
Thanks, guy.
Thanks, my man.
My dude, my guy.
Dude.
Bro Sif, Bro Sidon. Bro guy. The guy of the bros.
Bro Sidon.
Bro Sidon.
Never heard that one before.
It's like Poseidon, you know?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just...
have never heard that.
Bro Sidon is the first time I heard Bro Sidon out loud.
Oh, you've heard it before, but not out loud. I see.
No, I've never heard it anywhere in my entire life, nor seen it on paper with pen or via typed out into the internet. Never seen it. First time.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
My 75 years on the planet, it's the first time I heard that. Broseph Gordon-Levitt, a little Billy, that's enough from you.
Nice.
That's great.
Broseph Gordon-Levitt. He's loving it. Or something.
Ray, we sell, we have a couple of miniatures. We have our whole line of texture trainers, and we also have some of our Age of Angra miniatures. You can check out our website to see all of the miniatures and when we add them. But no, we don't have any incoming. Let me get you the link. Let me get you the link. Get you the link. Here's the link. Linked. See all the current miniatures that we have left and for sale.
I'm trying to kind of shape this highlight on the helmet here so that it's got a stronger singular point of light.
Sideshow 6 says, Jordan.
Hello. Sideshow.
Yeah, we've got Jordan this week all the way up until Friday, and then Friday he's done for life. We've determined he's done. He's out.
Goodbye.
This is
forever.
it. This is it for Jordan. So say your goodbyes, because this is it for him. He came up to me today. It was so weird, chat. You should have seen Jordan today. He came up to me. He was like, do, Chris, I'm done. And I'm like, Jordan, what are you done with? And he's like, with everything. I'm like, Jordan, what do you mean with everything? And then he's like, I'm out.
I'm
out. Leaving town. I'm like, okay, where are you going? He's like, I don't know.
But not here.
Wherever Route 66 takes me. And I'm like, okay. All right. And yeah. I guess the rest is going to be reprime in peace, says Paint Liquor. R.I.P. Jordan.
Oh, jeez.
Reprime in peace. Oh. Why don't you center up?
Why don't you?
Thanks. Those are very cool. Can't believe I never saw those. Yeah. Check them out. You got a lot in there, Ray. Don't let Chris prime for you. Hey. Sideshow 6, I'm the best primer there is in the West.
Not true. You missed a spot on Grogu.
No, that's an unmentionable.
No, pretty sure I just mentioned it.
I know. You mentioned an unmentionable. I'm only human. Beep boop.
Beep beep boop. I am a robot.
I am only human. Yeah, I know I missed a spot. But I'm a good primer.
I forgive you.
I do prime. I prime well. I prime good. Speaking of Prime.
If you say Amazon Prime, I swear to...
No, I was just going to welcome everybody in.
Right.
Speaking of Prime, welcome.
It's prime time to be watching
Alex
chat.
WP. Actually, that's a very good question. How did I miss a spot on that? I didn't even realize I did. It's very impressive, yes. I don't even realize I did. You should have called me out, Jordan. Why didn't you?
Because
that's on you. How did I miss that?
You are my friend, Christopher.
Are we friends? Question mark.
Wow. Well,
Little Billy, you're banned, so no more questions from you. I've determined it. I've laid down the law on you finally.
You may be banned, but you are getting 25,000 Christopher Sushi points.
Don't ever listen to Jordan when it comes to Christopher Sushi points.
I'm giving him
out. Little Billy does have a real question. Laying down some Slaneshi skin, starting with a base of faded plum, what colors would you use to highlight up from there?
Slaneshi skin starting from faded plum. Base of faded plum.
Base of faded plum.
That's a good question. I think I would be putting
Slaneshi.
Olive flesh is really good on top of that.
Ooh! You know how I like some olive flesh.
I know you do.
I really like that color. It's
I
awesome.
think if you were to do the faded plum plus olive flesh, and then you were to do olive flesh, and then olive flesh plus, I don't know, like a white blue maybe could be kind of nice. Or just like an ivory potentially. You got a lot of different options there. And then that's pretty much it. I would do some like glazes or washes afterwards to add a little bit more variation. So do some like magenta washes or like a Payne's gray wash, something like that.
Hey Jordan, can you bring it up a little? I'm gonna zoom in one more.
Yeah. So you guys can see how I'm kind of doing a little bit of dark lining in the recesses where the plates are.
Bloodwater says, I finished my Jim the Worm project with some experiments with the new heavy body paints. They're amazing. Pics on the Discard. Mostly use the base of sloppy wet blending. I'm so impressed. Jim the Worm? Why haven't I seen this? I'm so excited. Where is it at? Which one? Is it in finished works? Where is it at? Which one? Completed miniatures? Blood Walrus? Tell me where it is. Oh, Jim the Earthworm is complete. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. I see him right there. Ooh, scary looking. That's a scary looking worm. Looks nothing like Earthworm Jim, but that's okay. I know that's not what you're going for, but also you're just painting a worm in the earth and you called him Jim, so I'll give you that one. Marmoset, have you guys conducted a noosh challenge yet? We haven't done a noosh challenge. We specifically don't always call out products just in case people don't have them in particular, so that would be kind of that way. But a weathering challenge we have done in the past. So I would say that's close, but not an actual noosh challenge.
All right. Now that I've done all the recess shading and the detailing there, I'm going to do one final pass of edge highlights.
And that's it?
And then I think we're done with the silver.
You mean the chrome?
Yes, the chrome, sorry. Then we'll be done with the chrome. I was doing some little dots on the center there. Reinforce.
Source says this is like non-metallic metal, true metallic metal.
I mean, that true metallic metal is really non-metallic metal.
No, it's true metallic metal.
Well, you paint it like you paint non-metallic metal.
T. Schmidt,
T. Schmidt.
Resub 74 months. Whoa.
Whoa,
Happy
74 months.
Nerd community. What's up? T. Schmidt, you're the best.
74 months is not a short period of time. Hello.
That's a couple months.
It is, in fact, 74 of them. All right, so that helmet is really nice and sharp now.
Oh, yeah. Give me a chance, oh Jordan. And you Source says, can I ask for an elevator pitch length rundown on what he did so far with the metallics? I missed the start of it.
Yeah, give me just a minute.
I'm going to have him re-go over this whole thing, Source, at the end when he capstones this for me for my video recording. So I'm so glad you asked that question because it's coming.
Yeah, we're kind of in the last little like delicate bit of edge highlighting right now.
Forever after 12 months, 1 year, welcome to the resub train.
Is his pistol silver?
Your pistol's silver.
Whoa. I need to calm down with that.
Let me check.
That's not his pistol.
I got it, Jordan.
That's not his pistol.
Mando's pistol. Let's see. No, it's not exactly, but it's close. That is.
Oh. We can paint that with, like, steel and then give it a wash, and it'll be fine.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, I want it to be a, like, distinct type of metal, right?
Hey, you can do whatever you want.
Eat your potatoes.
Oh. Don't mind if I do. Num, num, num.
Num, num, num.
Is that pistol silver, or are you just happy to see me? Source, that's inappropriate. Inappropriate.
You're the one who just said it.
No, I said it out loud because I was reading what Source had put out in the world.
Inappropriate, you shouldn't be reading it out loud. Lest
he
become
I just tagged you in Maine on Discord and saw a t-shirt. Let me see. Hold, please. Hold. What? I have that shirt. Mike gave me that shirt. I literally wore it last week. The Fix It in Pre-shirt. I literally have that shirt. I literally wore it. Wad. You can go see me in that hot shirt on when was that? Thursday? Yeah, check it out. It's a fun shirt. It's good stuff. It's so funny because you can always fix it in pre.
You can also fix it in post too.
Yeah, but
but you shouldn't.
It literally in 90% of the time, if you fix it in pre, you save hours on the back end. It's so true. Otherwise, you're rotoscoping things out you'd never thought you'd rotoscope in your entire life. Can you center up a little bit? Goodness. Oh, are you painting the barrel?
No, I was cleaning up the visor a little bit. There's a little bit of silver on the visor. Cleaning up some spots where the silver went over.
Silver and gold. Silver and gold. It's chrome. It's not silver. It's Beskar. Technically not chrome. Chrome is a color, not a steel. Chrome is a color? Question mark. Not a steel? Question mark. It's not a steel.
Is it a color?
Is it a color or is it a steel? You want to know what is a steel?
Is it a color
$9.99.
or is it a finish? Because
I think it's
finished
both.
with this conversation. Hey-o! I would argue that chrome is not a color.
Why don't you get to painting?
I've been doing it the whole time.
Is steel a chrome? Says Sideshow 6. I don't know. Is steel a chrome? Is your chrome a steel? Have you stolen chrome in your life? Chrome is a steel. Says Wad. What's up, Chocolago? I don't know how actually, here's what I'm going to say about this whole chrome thing. Chrome is a steel. Because you can always steal our hearts with how you're painting it, Jordan. Sorry, that was a stretch, dude.
That was not the best you've ever come up with. You can do better than that, Christopher.
Chromium is actually an element with the atomic number of 24. Okay.
Yo, this looks sick.
He's looking good.
I like this.
Just pat yourself on the shoulder there, son.
You know what?
You've done good.
When you paint a model,
big stretch. Oh yeah.
And you just go, this looks dope.
Yeah. Teach me. Thank you so much. Yes, that's me, folks. That's me in a nutshell. You're chroming me to death. I don't know, dude. I am done.
You are done.
I am. The Chris show is canceled.
The Chris show is canceled.
All right.
Why
don't you give us a sassy workup and hold it up for us too?
Okay.
Give good old Source the lowdown.
All right.
The elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch on our chrome effect metal. Okay. Beskar, raw elemental Beskar, if you will. We start with silver, we start with steel from the AMP paint line, right? It's a perfect neutral color to start your base layer from. Also very shiny, which is great. It's exactly what you want. Once you have the silver on the model, you're going to mix Payne's Gray, a little bit of glaze and wash medium. You're going to use that as a wash over all of the metal. Okay? Let that completely dry. That gives it this really nice, not dingy, but kind of like worn metal feel. It feels like it's lived in a little bit without being dirty, per se.
Yeah.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to start incorporating colors from the environment on your model. So in this case, Mando's on like a desert planet where the sun is shining, right? So blue skies. You have a lot of warmth from the colors in the earth and the buildings around him. And then we incorporated a lot of, deep shadow. This is not direct sunlight Mandalorian, right? This is in the shade, which is really cool because it lets you incorporate way more of this color. And then you have these really nice bright spots of highlight, like on the helmet here, where you really feel that kind of chrome come through. Chrome is really fun like that because it is such a product of its environment, right? That you really just want to paint it so that it looks like areas of environment. And then what you do, you go through, you exaggerate the shadows, darken things up like really, really dark. I used a little bit of the sepia paint from our new expert acrylic line and used some glazes of that on the armor to get that brown. We used a little bit of transparent brown yesterday and a little bit of transparent black The sepia works great for that as well. And then we mix a little bit of that sepia in with some Payne's Gray, also from the Expert Acrylic line. And we use that as a glaze to really darken up these shadows, right? So we're leaving a little bit of that previous layer exposed, so we got a little bit of variation in color. But that deep darkness is that Payne's Gray plus the sepia. We also use transparent blue for the blue tints all over the armor. So doing a really thin glaze with that blue just to add a little bit of character. And then obviously punching it back up with the silver and then metallic medium in a mix to do these like little edge highlights to really pop out the edges of the armor and really give us nice contrast.
And that's how you do true metallic chrome.
That's how you do it, yeah.
Nice. Jordan, this looks great.
I'm very happy.
And for all of you who are curious, I will be making this into a tutorial by itself. So, get ready for that. It's been awesome. We have a new hire, and we've had him for now 2 weeks. His name's Ryan. He works over the marketing department with me, Alex, and Gabe. And he has been helping me edit some of these. We have a video going live tomorrow. No, there's not a methodology for this Chrome, but there will be a whole video for it. But check out tomorrow. Jordan is going to be back. You're going to be obviously painting up Mando for the rest of today and tomorrow, and yeah.
But he'll be done either today or tomorrow.
The Chrome specifically, I will separate out as a video for y'all to see. But tomorrow we are releasing a video of Jason using the Expert Acrylics that he used on the Wraith Queen several weeks back. So I'm coming out with a video on how to filter and glaze, similar techniques of what Jordan is using today. Essentially a tutorial video on that. So get ready for that. That comes out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So stay tuned for that. And this one's going to be a whole video, and Baby Yoda is going to be its own video. And I really want to try this true metallic chrome.
There's a lot of cool stuff that you can use it on too. What do you think you would be?
That's what I'm trying to think.
What do you think you would use it on first?
Honestly, dude, this is going to sound silly. I'm kind of in your same boat. I want to buy this kit for myself.
You should.
I want to do. I've never played Legion.
The game is also really fun.
I like Boba Fett. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
At some point, doing like the Outlaws, like Mando.
Yep.
I could do Jango Fett too.
It wouldn't work for the same army.
Oh, okay.
Just because the time frame is different.
Oh, it's right. Never mind.
So
nice. Cool.
But Mando will work for Empire, or he will work for Rebels.
Oh, okay.
Cool. If you use him in Empire, you can't use Grogu.
I like
If
Grogu.
you use Grogu, you use him in Rebels.
I do like Grogu.
And the new Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
Is Rebels only.
Rebels?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So,
what's up, everybody? So, for all of you who missed this workup, Bubba Fett.
He's
yes.
Bubba Fett,
He's
baby.
Bubba.
Bubba Fett.
No, I call him Bubba.
He's Bubba Fett.
If you missed this first part of this, because Jordan was just taking up a little bit of stream today to finish it up, go back and watch yesterday's stream. Oh, is this Warm Brown?
Yes, sir.
Freaking love Warm Brown, dude.
It's such a great,
Bubble Tea Fett. Yeah, that's what's his. Yes, Watt, it is the Legion one. Bilbo Fett, nice. Do they have Jabba the Hutt?
No.
Dang it. I just want Jabba the Hutt with a blaster. Just
definitely not
people.
Happening.
What do you mean? He's cool.
You want to bring up another?
I won't. Okay. Not after that comment.
Well,
Can you set her up for me a little? Can you set her up for me?
When you bring up the thing.
Don't threaten me. This.
So funny. Yeah, I just need like a good lit, like natural lighting bit where I can see his suit color.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty heavily shaded.
Okay.
Like a picture of him indoors, something like that would be pretty good. That's not bad.
Is that him? Yeah, that's him.
That's him. Yeah, that's him.
That's a perfect picture. What are you talking about?
He's got really dark armor.
Do you want to see the box art?
Yeah, that would help too, potentially. This is the one thing that like it's really cool to look at some of these reference images a bunch, but some of them are just so not helpful.
There's a bust of Pizza the Hut, Rattle Can. What are you talking about? I need you to immediately find me that bust and tag me in Discord.
Tag me in Discord.
Because I will be painting up Pizza the Hut. I need to see this immediately. Look at all those bits. Thank you for those bits, Warpig.
Thank you so much.
Let's see.
Okay.
It is pretty dark.
It is pretty dark.
Man, he's looking good though.
So I used a little bit of warm brown on the stock for the gun. I'm using dark umber from Pro Acryl on the other leather bits that he's got.
Rattlecan, you haven't sent me this picture yet of Pizza the Hut. I'm disappointed. Oh, Northrex, that's actually a great idea. Sometimes it's nice to find studio shots of the props and costumes like the ones in the DK books. Mm-hmm. Then you don't have the dramatic lighting, color grade, etc. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Is it just me, or is that belly plate that he has?
This one?
Yeah, right.
It's gray.
That's gray, but it's not metallic.
Yes. I would say that's a cool gray.
It's a cool gray.
Maybe you use a
cool gray.
Cool gray. I think it is more cool gray.
Yeah. A cool gray with a little bit of that Payne's gray wash, I think it would be perfect.
We'll need this in my life. And first of all, how dare you to add another project onto my list of many. Gosu, what up? You got your heavy body acrylics yesterday? Gonna test them out?
Nice, dude. Nice.
I'm really liking them. I'm really liking them. You know what would be cool? Maybe you do some red earth base on these guys, or something like that when you're all done.
No.
Oh.
The reason why not is I didn't incorporate any.
Oh,
of that
you're
redness
right.
into
You're
armor.
right.
Yeah.
What basing texture would you do?
I'd probably do a combination of the golden.
Oh
earth
yeah,
and
we could do that.
And brown.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
When we're all done with them this week, maybe we cap it off with some
basing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Monument Philip Christopher, let Jordan drive. Oh, he's driving all right.
I am.
Oh,
he is
in the captain's seat. I am the boat in which chat afloats us.
Philip basically just said, "Let him cook." Let him.
No,
cook.
I'm not letting him cook. No, there's a huge difference between letting him cook and letting him drive. Huge difference.
You want to pull up?
No, I won't. No, absolutely not.
I need to see what color his boots are. You darn it!
You darn it! You darn it!
You darn it! All right.
They're leathery, and they're booty. Oh, done. All right. FNG. What is with you? What the? Holy crap. I need that bust immediately. Pizza the Hut. Oh my gosh, I want this so bad. That's freaking awesome, dude. That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, paint liquor. Found bust with Vinny, his henchman. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Hats off to that. A Pizza the Hut bust? Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. I want that model so bad now. I am not a bust painter. I would say that. But if I was to paint a bust, that would be the bust. You can get it in 1/3 scale. 8?
That's huge.
What, dude?
That's gigantic.
You can get it in 1/4 scale. It's 6 inches. Otherwise, it's almost 8.5 inches. Bone Star. His friend puke. That's barf. Barf. Puke. Whatever. Where's my money? Yes, Gargants are bust sides.
Where's my money?
Where's my money? Ciao, boys. Gargants are bust size. Yes, T. Smith, yes, I know they are. Oh, Northrax. Literally one of the best lines. What's your name? Barf! Not in here, mister. This is a Mercedes. No, I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. It's so good, dude.
Let's see here. What color do we want to use?
Jordan's lost it entirely.
I'm going crazy.
Speaking of losing it, welcome in, everybody. It's the top and the bottom of the hour.
We're not losing it.
And when I mean bottom of the hour, I mean the top of the hour, which is the bottom, which is also the bottom. Philip. Sorry, sir. Doing my best. Who made that man a gunner? I did, sir. He's my cousin. Would I lie?
Yeah.
Oh, so good. We can talk about Spaceballs because Jason isn't here. Because Jason doesn't like Spaceballs.
I don't like Spaceballs.
You what?
I watched it and I turned it off halfway through.
You sicken me, boy.
You sicken me, boy.
Northrax, because it doesn't have a soul. That's how. Oh my gosh, Northrax. Oh, I can't. Rattlecan, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I now have entered the state of my life where I'll paint a bust and add it to the list of pile of shame. Can we get a Spaceballs the miniature paint? No, I was actually, this is so funny. I was literally looking this up the other day to get a Spaceballs the license plate cover for my car.
Are you really?
Heck yeah, dude. Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids love this.
How much of a pain is it to get a different license plate? I know Arizona's got like a gajillion that you can pick from.
Oh, you're talking about a custom one?
Yeah.
I don't know how much it is.
You like pay like a one-time fee or something.
Yeah. I've had them a couple times. I just forget the exact price. When will then be now? Soon. We're in now. Go back to then. What the heck am I looking at? You're looking at now, sir. You guys, come on. It's one of the best movies of all time.
One of the worst movies.
Comb the desert. What? He asked us to comb it, so we're combing it. Sir, are we being too literal? So good. Oh my gosh.
I'm throwing Payne's Gray wash over the whole thing except for the armor.
Oh yeah, Jordan's painting. I forgot.
Whoops. Oopsies.
A Payne's Gray wash over the whole armor?
Except for
the obviously those bits.
Yeah.
I get you. Crucible Office Space better than Spaceballs? Okay. Okay. I could see that. Not in my book, but hey, I'm here for it.
You're here for something.
Apparently, Jordan does not like it. Which I was like, oh my gosh, Jordan's favorite movie is Spaceballs. I would have said that in total confidence.
No, you wouldn't
have. I would have said, Blazing Saddles, also an amazing movie. Okay. Anything Mel Brooks?
I have also expressed
Young
exactly
Frankenstein.
What my favorite movie is on
Young Frankenstein is one of my favorites. Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein. Is Young Frankenstein's Mel Brooks, I believe, right? Yeah.
Little Billy, I'm out. Bye, Little Billy.
The only thing I like as much as Spaceballs is Chris getting fired. Whoa! Bear Paw Miniature says, hello there, Monument Hobbies.
Hello there.
Question. I'm trying to do gold non-metallic metal on my Marvel MODOK. Oh, so glad you asked.
So funny.
He's the man to ask. Should I glaze the transitions from the highest value down or the lowest volume up?
I wish I had my MODOK with me because I would just show you. I have a photo of it I guess I can pull out. So generally speaking, I like to work all of my non-metallic metal from dark to light. So you start with the darkest color, and then you progressively move towards the brightest color. And then you just make adjustments as you go. Sometimes you'll notice it's going to be a little too bright or a little too dark, and you just adjust accordingly until you get the right mixture of values across the entire model.
Now, here's the question, Jordan.
Yeah.
Do I buy the 1/4 scale Pizza the Hut or the 1/3 scale Pizza the Hut?
I think you buy the 100% scale, 1-to-1.
First of all, your tone of voice, I'm not into. Second of all,
Chris, buy the dang model.
Which one though?
The 1-to-1.
No, there's no 1-to-1.
Call him, make it happen.
Call him, make it happen. Which one would you get? If this is my first bust I would ever paint,
I'd tell you to get the purple one.
Okay, you're a travesty.
Get the bigger one.
Why?
Because I like bigger models.
My man.
My man.
Hey, yo. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Was the washer using... What's the washer using here? It's
Payne's
Anakin
Gray
Sky Humpy?
Wash.
Humpy. That's hilarious. I just said Humpy, not Humper. Anakin Sky Humper. 1/12 of we riot. No, there's only. Okay, it's literally only comes in 1/4 or 1/3. Chat. What do I do? 1/3 or 1/4, chat.
I love how he ignored my comment.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm done with Jordan today. He's out in my book. I need either a 9-inch, 9 inches of Pizza the Hut, or 6 inches.
9.
One Paint Liquor says 1/3. 1/3 says sarcastic. Okay, so everybody.
Let it be known that the consensus is the one that I told you.
The full go big, homie. Oh yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna get it. All right, I think the consensus is the 1/3 scale.
How much crap is Jason going to give you for this?
He won't give me crap.
Mm-hmm.
He'll think it's dumb, but painting the bust. He
most certainly will.
But painting the bust, I bet you he'd like. It's just painting pizza.
In the shape of
pizza,
not pizza.
Awesome! It's an awesome bust. That's super fun.
All right, this is gonna be a weird color. I'm doing like a little bit of like a really dark gray cloak, but that's got a little bit of purple to
it. That's the size of a personal pizza, 9 inches. Okay, yeah, there it is. I'm gonna get that one. That's so funny, dude. I've never been more inspired to paint a bust ever in my entire life. I'll paint it for Nova 2026. Alex WP. I'm looking forward to Chris asking Jason how he'd paint pizza. Oh my gosh. I wish he would paint this bust, but he won't. That's okay. That's hilarious though. Okay, now let me take this back a bit.
Christopher.
No, let me take this back for real. Jason could paint up Pizza the Hut and do a whole good tutorial on how to paint food. Just saying. How to paint food. Pizza the Hut. Sarcastic Grandpa says, a friend of mine manages a pizza shop and he made a Pizza the Hut out of pizza. That is fantastic. Awkwardish Panda, how are y'all behaving? Oh, we're behaving well because we just determined that I'm going to buy a Pizza the Hut bust 9 inches tall.
Don't listen to Chris. He's lying to you. He's making poor decisions. Poor life decisions here.
Awkward as you dare me. Oh, it's already happening. My first bust ever will be Pizza the Hut. Too many projects. Rattlecan, this is your fault. I love you, but this is your fault. I appreciate you, but how dare you add another project to my plate? I need to cast a vote. I need chat to help me.
Hey,
which
Chris,
project
how are
to
those
do.
Soulblight models coming? The new ones that just came out.
I'm not buying those.
Well, why not?
Because I don't want to buy them.
Suck.
Whoa!
You can't handle it.
Why are you so snippy right now?
Jordan
so HB Snip Snip.
HB Snip Snip coming for your life.
Oh my.
Oh my. Pardon me.
Paint Liquor says, I think Chris was born in the wrong century. I want him painting the Sistine Chapel and be like, but what if God was handing him a slice of pizza? That's right. Do what inspires you. Okran, it all inspires me. That's the problem. I'm so inspired to do a project, but I have so many projects. The Gundam game coming out next month, Northrax.
The card game?
No, the minis game.
Minis game does not come out next month.
And there's a freaking Gundam's mini game coming out next month.
The card game comes out next month. I don't think the minis game comes out next month.
Are you sure?
They delayed it. They delayed it earlier this year until 2026.
Are you positive?
I'm not positive.
Okay. Well, how would you speak with such confidence in such a snippy tone?
Because my confidence level is higher than...
Because my confidence
60%.
higher is level than 9,000. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too, Christopher.
Make a spinning wheel and spin to choose. No, I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to have you all vote. I'm done deciding. I'm done deciding. Can we do a poll? Let me double check this.
Nope, you're not allowed to do a poll.
Well, I'm going to do a poll.
Nope, you're not allowed to.
Where's my poll?
You can't do that either.
Junction, what's your function? Yeah, I'm going to do a poll. You all decide. I'm done. I'm done deciding. Alex WP says Gundam Assemble has both cards and models. Gen Con has Gundam mini events this year. Gundam Assembly releases in 2026, says John. It's still the day before my birthday for release. IRC. It kind of looked like BattleTech, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Hex-based?
It is hex-based.
Are they unpainted?
Yeah. They're on plastic sprues. They're injection molded plastic.
Really?
Yeah.
You're injection molded plastic.
Thanks.
Got him.
Kind of you to say there.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Anakin Skyhumpy. Junction, what's your function? Working upward and freezing clauses. I will raise my hand and say I just can't get into Gundam.
Why?
It's not my thing.
Why?
I don't know why. It's just not my thing.
Doesn't exist if you can't describe why.
I just don't like those kinds of big stompy robots.
Why?
They're too fantastical in my mind.
What about them is too fantastical?
I'm just not into it. Okay?
I'm just not.
Gundam is life. I wish I was there with you, Alex. I am just not for some reason. They're cool. I'm just not my kind of cool. Right? Something doesn't speak to me via the Gundam world. Iterator, that's right, Chris. We need to stay with the reality of Star Wars and Warhammer. Now, both of those are good, but those aren't my only worlds, right? It's just specifically Gundam, for some reason, just doesn't click with me. I won't, I'm not dogging on it. I think they're cool models. It's just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bud says, I can't get into them as well. I would like to, Bud. I'm not, because people are like, oh my gosh, the kits are super cool. And now that there's a whole new game coming out, it would be kind of cool. I could be changed. My mind could be changed. It's just not currently changed. So, because now I'm so focused on freaking Pizza the Hut bust. Don't laugh at me like you know.
I do know.
I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do non-metallic metal on my Pizza the Hut. Just you watch.
You got this.
And then I'm going to use a bunch of gloss varnish on it. Did you get that far in the movie? And if you say no, then I don't even consider you have watched that movie.
Which movie?
Spaceballs. Did you get to the Pizza the Hut part?
No.
What? That's like at the beginning of the movie.
I told you. I turned it on. It was dumb, and I turned it off.
What? You are a silly man, you. He's like dripping, literally dripping in the movie. It's gross. Non-metallic pepperoni. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Hey, speaking of non-metallic pepperoni, Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome in.
We are so glad you were here. Let's bring it back to center. This is a serious business painting stream. Not talking about Chris's projects anymore. This is Jordan, HBDC Lamb. And my name is Christopher. Today, we're showing you some true metallic chrome. Earlier, we did. And yesterday, we did. And now, Jordan's finishing up Mando today.
Mando is rising.
Maybe not today, but over this, today and tomorrow. And then we're going to do some basing, sounds like. Right, Jordan?
That is correct. That is correct.
Yes.
Although, are we
Jack's not so nimble. He does eat himself, yes.
Are we going to do with the other guy?
Yeah, at some point.
This week? We have 2.5 days.
Did you guys hear that tone? Is anybody else hearing this right now?
Christopher, how dare you?
Yes, we are. We're also going to do Bubbly the Fett. Bubba Tea the Fett.
Bubble Tea the Fett.
Ooh. Are you done with Mondo?
No, he's pretty close, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing is his armor
Super
and stuff
cool.
is, like, really simple.
Really liking this workup right now.
It just has so much character to it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
100%. He's super cool. I love both of these guys. It's a really fun kit. Rattlecan says, Jordan, you have to give it another try. It's hilarious.
it's tough because I'm not really, like, a comedy guy. Well, I'm a comedy guy. I'm not a stupid movie guy.
Whoa!
That's actually also a lie because I freaking love Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I see.
That movie is fantastic.
Deadbeat Artist says, my only minor complaint about Battletech is I wish the models were 1.5 or 2 times the size. The board isn't very big, so I think they could get away with it, and the robots would look better. Yeah, I would agree there. I think it'd be kind of cool if you had bigger ones. It's very to scale, though, because you could add buildings and such like that. So I understand why they did it in that scale. Plus, that game is super old, too. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. You are not paralyzed. I am so paralyzed.
I'm on fire.
I'm on fire.
One of my favorite lines from the film. Slingshot engaged.
Slingshot engaged. You like that movie, but you don't like Spaceballs? Get out of here.
I love that movie. Those two are a freaking riot.
Alex says, I'm not sure what the heck is going on with Gumbo Summit. The website says both 2025 and 26, and all the local stores have pre-orders on the starter sets, including models for this July.
It was supposed to be coming out alongside... Well, I think it was supposed to be coming out later this year. There were starter decks that were coming out with
cards?
With the card game.
Okay.
Where you got a miniature in it.
Interesting.
They delayed those from regular release. They put some up for Premium Bandai for an unknown release date this year. My guess is probably right around release time. So some people will have them, but the game is not, like, cooked. You know what I mean? The game is not ready.
Okay, I see.
The evils within are the evils without. You know what that's from?
Your mom?
In a way, sort of.
What's it from?
My face.
Okay.
I just made it up.
Hey. This Mando's looking really good.
Thanks, dog.
Sure, sport.
Hey there.
Hey there, champ.
Hey there, chap.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this fun workup. I'm gonna zoom in one so we can see what you're doing there on the rifle.
Yeah. Just adding a little bit more color to the rifle.
Yeah, it's looking great. He's a fun sculpt. These two models are very fun. Orky Fish Meat says, Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris, that's me. What do you want? Are you talking about a Pizza the Hut bust? Because if you're not, get on my level. And we're talking a 1/3 scale Pizza the Hut bust.
1-to-1. 1-to-1.
No, they don't offer a 1-to-1.
You can make it happen.
I won't. I shan't and I won't. I shan't and I couldn't. Pizza the Hut. Oh, yeah. Dang it, it looks so good. What kind of resin is it? Resin printed the Hut. Okay, it is a little pricey. No. Orky Fish Meat says, happy birthday, Chris. Every day is now Chris's birthday, everyone. That sounds amazing. And happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all of us. That's what I'm going to say. Jade, what up? Speaking of happy birthdays, it's not Jordan's birthday. Jordan, when is your birthday?
August.
August.
Can you guess?
1st, 2nd,
No.
3rd,
Nope.
4th.
Nope.
Don't make me do this.
I mean, keep going.
No! I'll just look it up later.
You're literally 2 days away, you weakling.
August 6th?
Yeah.
What? That's like right around the corner.
Yeah, man. It's like coming up pretty soon.
He's going to be 15 years old.
Yes, sir. Fine old 15 years old. Can't beat him. Join him.
Orky Fish Meat says, Monument paint looks great on a Relic Blade figures. Just saying. Relic Blade. I think I've seen those.
You don't know what Relic Blade is?
I do know what Relic Blade is. I don't know what the models look like. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I know what these are. Somebody was trying to get me. I think it was Ruben is into Relic Blade.
Yeah, I think so.
Jordan hates this game.
Relic Blade?
Yeah.
I never said it.
You were like, hey, my name is Jordan, and I do not like this game. No, I'm kidding. Jordan does love this game. He's a huge fan of it. Isn't that right, Jordan?
Yep.
You want to know what else you're a fan of?
What's that?
Pizza the Hut.
Nope.
I don't believe it, dude.
I don't believe it.
I am going to get this bust. I wish I could get the file myself, but that's okay. It's pretty expensive. I guess it is also almost 9 inches tall, which is pretty cool.
Didn't somebody say that? Oh, never mind. My brain's not working.
What do you mean your brain's not working? What's new?
Wow. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Enjoy the rest of the 36
30 more minutes.
hours of stream.
36 hours?
Yeah, Chris, nobody told you you're going to be streaming for the next 36 hours.
36 hours?
Yeah, sorry, bud.
I thought about potentially doing a Saturday stream, finishing up Smaug. Could be fun. I'd have to ask Jason. I can just do it from home. I got cameras at home.
I think this model looks dope.
It is really cool. It's a really fun workup. And super, it's not complicated.
No.
But it doesn't look simple. So it definitely has that effect of you did a simple technique, but the effort went a very far way. Right?
Yeah.
Because he looks great. I don't know, and going back to your original question you asked, 35 minutes ago, what I do chrome on, I don't know.
Do chrome on this.
No, but I'm trying to think of something else I would do chrome on than I have. I have some like truck wheels I could do, but those are going to be dirty and dingy orc stuff. You know?
Dude, you could chrome out an orc truck.
I guess so.
That would be
That seems like a lot of work.
Hilarious.
It's a lot of work.
It's like that one orc that's driving around in a Bugatti. Ridiculously cheesed out car. Easy money. Just brightening up these grays a little bit. So we can just get a little bit of definition.
Live stream from home until Jason gets home? I won't. I won't do that.
We got cool stuff to paint here.
Bud says, it will be good to see you finish Smog. I'll be there on Saturday. Don't let it end up like Kamar Jin.
Oh, jeez.
Bud, that's right. No, I am going to finish that model. I actually was having a lot of fun painting him.
I'll keep him honest, chat.
Will you?
Yeah.
Because you don't.
I don't what? You want to finish that sentence?
Oh, whoa. Take it easy, Mafia J. Hey, you want to finish that sentence, boy?
Hey,
you want to finish that sentence over here?
Giordano LaFontaine.
Hey, you want to finish that sentence? I dare you. I dare you to finish that sentence. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Why don't you center up?
Eat my shorts.
You never wear pants.
I do wear shorts.
No, I meant just in general.
That's accurate.
Rattlecan, I appreciate that. Yes, I am going to finish Smaug, the tyrannical, the unaccessibly wealthy.
Is he wealthy of soul or wealthy of mind?
He's neither.
Or wealthy of body?
Neither. Schneider.
He represents neither of these two things. I think this is pretty much done on Mando.
That looks great. You could start on the bases right now.
I might, actually.
Yeah. Do we have the proper... What tubes are you looking for?
That's a great question.
I'm sorry. All the tubes are down there.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got to use them out of the tubes?
Yeah, dude.
Dude. Crazy, dude.
Yes, I am going to finish Smaug.
What about Glaurung?
Glaurung would be a cool model, but would be a large version of that model.
And that model is already
Can you imagine? Actually, that would be a dope model. It's impossible to do, but great job, Jordan.
Ain't that rad? Bang. 2
little guys. I love both of them. They're so good. It's such a fun workup you did.
I'm very happy with this. Oh, I want to do a little bit more on the...
Ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, I'm going to record the little bit that you do in the Golden Earth. Bud, if you're out there, Bud, you've asked. He's going to show some of the Golden Earth coming out of the tube. Alex WP says, looks fantastic for such a quick paint job on both. Yes.
I was talking to Chris earlier this week. I'm like, do we have stuff?
Oh, we got stuff, dude. We're going to painting up Bubba T-Fett tomorrow.
Bubba T-Fett. T-Fett the Bubba Man.
Chris says, I need texture paints but want to wait for tubes. When are you getting them? Let me double check. Chris, come on. We're never going to have a wet palette, unfortunately. or fortunately, depending on who you talk to. We just don't. We don't. Jason does not use one, and he's always been in the mindset of we don't really need one. But if you use one, more power to you.
There's also many people who create really good quality ones out there.
Yeah.
And, we want to focus on all of our effort on making things that are, painting related, right? We have such a wonderful space in the paint world, and, we want to continue to deliver fantastic paint products to you guys. And, sometimes you got to do that instead of the other thing.
Chris, I'm asking that question for you. I don't know when. I think we have got some more of the pots left of the tubes, and then of the textures, and then the tubes will be releasing shortly after that. I'm getting the exact date for you though.
Boom. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. And the rest is all just like really textured, like highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the silver is such a big focal point the chrome is such a big focal point of the model, like the
really
rest
is.
of the paint job can kind of just be whatever.
Yeah.
And simple.
And he has a simple workup, to be honest.
He does. It's a simple
blacks
model.
and whites and not blacks and whites, blacks and browns essentially. So
all right. So we want a little bit of the browner cores.
Tell us also when you do this, tell us what it's going to be. Tell us your thought process.
Yeah, so we got a lot of browns in the armor, and we want to do the like golden earth zone, but we want to combine multiple textures, so we're going to use both of these together.
Cool. I'm very excited.
This one's
Walk us through it, Jordan.
opened yet. We've got to open this one.
But if you're out there, I know you've been interested. He's doing up a little bit of.
Here, you want
maybe if you what's that?
You want to get a nice.
Oh, you're putting it on the. I see. You're putting it on the actual palette. Yeah. That's fun.
Woo! That's wonderful. Gosh, that's so much easier to use than scooping it all out of the
100%.
jar.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's going to keep it,
fresh
for so much longer.
I use a lot. I love basing, so for me, this has been a
and
considerable
on a
game
big
changer.
enough base, you can just like squeeze it out right onto the base too.
100%.
That's wonderful. Oh, so good.
Yeah, walk us through this, Jordan. What's your thought process with these?
Hold, please. Drop the tube. Yeah, so I need to get a gross brush. Do we have? Oh, we do have a gross brush.
Got it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, okay. The reason that you want to use multiple different textures here is because you always want a little bit of variation in the texture of the earth.
Come up a little bit.
On your model. So we're going to be doing... I'm going to kind of build like a little bit of mound in the center.
Come up just a touch. There you go.
So just a little bit there. And I'm kind of like blending this together almost.
Uh-huh.
So you get yeah. So you get a mixture of the texture and of the color as well, which is cool. I'm going to keep kind of this area in the back more heavily in shadow. by having more of the mix of the brown, right? This is also something that's hard to do when you have the tubes or when you have the jars, because you don't, it's harder to like pull the paint or the mixture out of the jar and put it on like a palette for you to like mix with, right? Yeah. And I'm just gonna come here and we're just gonna kind of stipple at the texture on the base. Yeah, see, I think that looks cool. And then I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna kind of make sure that I get all the goop off the side. So we have a nice clean edge to the base. So that's gonna look nice. We'll give this, once it's completely dry, which won't happen today. But once this is dry, we're gonna give it a little bit of a dry brush, maybe a wash, and then that's basically gonna be it. Grogu? Yes, sir.
Do it on the Grogu.
Being very careful to not get it onto his little cloak. Kind of pushing the basing texture in towards him.
And it's okay if it gets on there a little bit. Looks
Yeah, it's
a little
not
bit elemental.
Not a
right?
huge deal, yeah.
Elemental, environmental, earthamental, schlabamental. You know, all the above.
All the above.
Add a little couple tufts on there.
Yes, sir. It'll be looking mighty fine and mighty nice. All right, same deal. Edge of my finger.
And then tomorrow, when it's all dry, we'll finish it off with the
Yes, sir.
the wash and the dry brush.
Might even bring in a couple of tufts to glue on there. Or I think we have some here, don't we?
We do. Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, we got some. Tapple Jackson, what's going on?
Yeah, that's that.
Nice.
And we got these guys together. Do we have a nice, like... Let me clean up a little bit
Nice.
so I can hold these guys out for you.
Ooh. Well. That's a fun little crew you got there, son.
Yeah, we're missing just one.
Yep. He's tomorrow.
He's tomorrow.
Right?
Between tomorrow and Friday, we'll be able to get him done, no problem.
Add some tufts, finish his base.
Add some tufts, finishes the base. It'll be cool. I think it'll be really exciting to work on Boba tomorrow. He's got a lot of cool, like colorful things going on.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
Yeah. So how would you? I guess maybe.
Well, do you want to pull up a photo of the model? Maybe everybody can pull up a picture of the model for him as well, so we can kind of talk about what our plans are for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with how this artwork turned out.
No, dude, it came
This
out,
looks really cool.
It came out great.
And it's that perfect, like, you know, everybody paints his armor really bright, but it, you know, depending on the environment that it's in, it's not always going to be that super bright color.
Yeah.
there's a lot of shadow involved in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this does such a great job of hitting that like that brightness.
Right.
And we can even push it a little bit more. I'm gonna do a couple little dings here with the pure metallic medium.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be.
This
fun.
is the one that's the. That's cool.
I'm gonna do him with the helmet for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like
That'd be cool if you could do that in a true metallic, a green true metallic like that.
well, his armor's painted. It's not actually reflective.
Right. It's not reflective,
Yeah,
right?
it's just painted.
It's a
Put on
cool
a little
model.
bit more of that shine.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Looking sweet. Yeah, that model is cool. When they released that model, the Boba Fett model, I was like, dang,
Yeah.
that model's sick.
Yeah, it is cool.
Hey, look, it's Dallas painting up that fancy model.
Yeah, that is a cool model. I love this crew. It makes me want to get this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting like character models that you can get. That have some really interesting painting opportunities. I think doing some weathering on Boba's armor tomorrow is gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Working in the kind of camo green range, incorporating some more of the amp colors.
Yeah.
Will be really nice. I'll probably shade that green with a little bit of the dark navy blue. I think will be really nice.
Okay.
And then using like slate gray for his suit, because his undersuit is like a kind of dark gray color. I really love this gray. It's one of my new favorite kind of mid-tone grays.
Yeah, slate gray.
Yeah, it's really solid. So, yeah, man, I'm stoked.
Wow. You've beat out my time, Jordan.
I beat out the time.
You beat out the time. What else would you do on anything like weathering you do on Mando?
I can bring up his suit a little bit more.
That's
bring
okay.
up the gray a little bit.
We might end a couple minutes early, chat.
So just kind of do like a little bit of stippling with the brighter gray on his suit here.
Yeah. I say that, and then he adds the stippling. So no.
Let me grab a little bit brighter gray.
Yeah.
I have cool gray.
Yeah, very, very cool models.
We'd want a little bit warmer gray to use.
Maybe Baby J should add some blood on the model. He loves to do that.
This particular model wouldn't make a lot of sense.
He just blasted somebody point blank. But even then, it's not like a blood splatter. It's a cauterized, right, where the laser basically fries it.
Yeah. All right. Got a little bit of a brighter gray with this cool gray mixed with a little bit of the brown.
Look at your thumb palette. Looks so fancy.
I know. A good representation of all the colors that I've been using today.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of lines there. I'm putting some edge highlights on there.
Yeah.
And not to touch the base. That's a big one.
Oh, yes, 100%.
You know, touching the gloves a little bit up. Just like small little bits brightening up the suit just a touch. Doesn't need a lot. Put a little bit on the shoulder here for the cloak. You know what model I'd love to paint on here?
What's that?
You know what model I'd love to paint?
What's that?
From their line.
What's that?
Like Cassian Andor and K2 SO.
Legion or SM?
Legion. I mean, they have Shatterpoint ones too.
What are their names?
Just like any of the character models, honestly. Like, I think Cassian Andor is a really fun character to paint.
What?
K2SO.
Uh-huh.
K2SO is just like this big, imposing, like Imperial droid.
Oh, yeah.
Those are cool. It'd be also cool to do like a, I don't know. There's all sorts of fun stuff that we could do with.
They do have a lot of cool stuff.
Like I said, their characters are really neat. And the thing I love about that game too is the game well represents the characters on the battlefield, so like they really feel like they're doing stuff, which is really neat. They have some cool new Jedi out there. Yeah, it's just a nice little bit there. We can go a little bit brighter on the scritches on the end of the gun here.
A unit of rebel troopers, yeah.
Some of those new plastic rebel troopers would be sweet. That'd be fun showing people how to do like camo.
Yep.
Would be kind of cool.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah.
Fun stuff, man.
Little Payne says, this is easily some of the best true metallic metal I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
I have seen, ever seen. Same thing. Yes, it's a really fun workup. It's getting me thinking. It's getting me distracted from painting my Pizza the Hut bust, which is now all encompassing in my mind. Gosh darn it, Rattlecan. You're such a good person.
Just doing a glaze.
But how dare you?
Of coal black over some of the pants here, just to darken up some of that suit.
Alex P says, when Baby J is touching the wet paint with a finger, is that to add some texture? What is that? What is that doing? Are you just dabbing off like the excess?
So the idea is, let me see if I can get like a good, here. So here's a good example, right? So if I'm doing like a glaze or something, so if I'm doing like a little shading for this nose, right? And I like hit the bridge of the nose a little too much. I'm like, oops, didn't want paint there. I kind of like dab at it to both blend it out, right? Smooths it out a little bit. Creates a little bit of texture.
Yeah.
And then you can just go back over it. Like, let's say we want to put a little bit of like blue on top or something. Mixing some literal random color on my palette.
So you use it just to dab and blend, essentially?
Yeah, it's kind of like a smudge brush almost, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of like smudging the paint together with a very rough textural blend and removing some of the excess paint at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen you do that before, though.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
That's just a part of your, almost just a tool.
Yeah, it's just a part of this,
the
kind of the style that I paint with. It's my quick way of like removing excess paint.
Can you bring it up a little?
Oh, sorry. So like when I come through
I'm
here,
gonna zoom in. There you go. Really show the dab.
Really show the dab. So I'm like painting the nose here. And kind of like smudge the lines of it. Oh, you zoomed back out again.
Mm-hmm.
You want to zoom back in?
Hmm?
So I'm blending these lines in.
The Mo, you know.
The Mo.
I haven't seen Mo. Mo's not in today.
Mo's not in today.
Unless he's lurking.
How about a lurking Mo? What's the
Yeah,
word?
always. I always like seeing stuff, Anakin. If you've got, sometimes I don't always see it because I have such a massive amount of messages coming in or tags that I'll miss it in my notifications. But yes, always tag me. I love seeing what y'all come up with. Blu-ray says, I did a camo on my Scout Troopers for Legion a while back. I think it was a service video. I did the camo colors, then went back and put the water on the armor, then I dabbed the colors so they blend. Interesting.
Yep. Doing some experimenting with some of these
Do some
heavies.
experimenting.
Or with the, not the heavies, but the
Expert acrylics.
acrylics.
They're great. They are awesome. What do you like most about them?
I like that they're really
in your toolkit.
I like that they're really transparent. Like a lot of them are fairly transparent.
Yeah.
So they work like just like an extension of the transparent line.
And you love the transparency.
I love the transparent line. Because I mean I do all sorts of weird stuff. Like I do a lot of like glaze shading too. So like this skull, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna zoom in.
I'll take sepia, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is right out of the tube. So full thickness and opacity. Let me turn this to get a nice like angle at it. But I'll just like throw a bunch of this in here one sec. Bear with me. And I'll just come back with like a damp brush and I'll just blend it out.
Bring it up a little. There it is.
Oh shoot. Ooh, that was a big old thing of water that just splashed in there. That's no good. Like on the, you can see there. You can do it on the front side too.
Yeah, they're a very cool tool, and obviously I've just started to utilize them. Obviously, just this last week, so I'm starting to see how they fit in the toolkit.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful like additional tool for you to use, right? Just they're flexible. You can put them on for, you know, good opacity. If you really want some opacity like back here, you just paint with full opacity with the heavies or with the expert acrylics. And then you let this dry, you put a darker layer on behind it, and you build up these kind of like semi-translucent layers.
Mm-hmm.
But then you paint on top of other stuff like
Yeah, you have to come up, Jordan, a little bit. There you go.
But then you paint on top of this like already yellow skull, and you're like, man, that just looks like a gnarly,
yeah,
you know, skull.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love it for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it is. They're cool. They're very cool tool.
It's also just like, for example, the Payne's Gray, right? I love the like traditional dark Payne's Gray.
Yeah.
Which is what this color is right here.
Yeah.
That's Payne's Gray. And then watch when I feather it out, right? Let me grab a little bit. Need a little bit more water on the brush. So when I
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is that like really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it's so cool. Heck, so I might do that on my Gargants for their base shadow now.
Yeah, so this is like one of the big things for me with the expert acrylics.
Dude,
is that they have like it's not shadows. Undertones, but they're so saturated that when you have them at full opacity, they look like one color, and then you thin them down, and then they're a completely different color.
Yeah.
Same thing is true with like the dioxazine, right?
Yeah.
Violet. It's like super dark.
Yeah.
Super duper dark. And then you thin it out, and it has this wonderful purple, like really rich purple color to it.
Yeah.
So
I dig it.
Super fun.
Cool. Awesome. Let's take them out.
Let's take them out. All right. So first things first, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We did a lot of work.
You did.
Finished
painting.
Show
them what you did.
Yeah, we finished painting Mando.
Yep.
And Grogu. Grogu we finished yesterday, but we finished up Mando today. Got all the rest of him sorted out. Finished his armor. Walked you guys through how to paint some chrome true metallic metal. Excuse me. This time kind of more in a like not super bright environment, right? Because if you're in the middle of the day, this would be super duper bright. But if you're like in the shadows of buildings, this is more of the kind of color palette that you're going to see from Chrome. So loving that. Really happy with how that turned out. Tomorrow we're going to get to work painting, what's his name? Bubby Fett. The Fett Bubby Man.
Bubble Tea the Fett.
Bubble Tea the Fett. Other than that, we're excited to be back tomorrow. We'll be back at the same time we usually are, 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're here all week at that time. I will be here today and tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens next week. But Jason will be back.
Yep, Jason will be back.
That's going to be exciting. Yeah, make sure you guys click on all the links that Chris has put into chat for you. We've got the store link where you can find all the fantastic products we've been using here on stream today, as well as the FLGS link, which is a store locator where you can find local stores near you, which will also carry our products. Any of the stores that we sign up will be inevitably put into the store locator, so you can find them as they become available. And then check out the Discord. We got thousands and thousands, 5,722 amazing artists in the Discord. Thank you, Panic Bomb. And then we also have the YouTube. Make sure you guys check out the YouTube. It has all the VODs of all the streams. So if you missed our previous stream where we started The Mandalorian and Grogu, that was yesterday's stream. So check that out. You can find it on the YouTube link. We also have all the rest of our tutorial videos on there as well, which Chris has been so hard working on with the rest of the team. And then our shorts. Other than that, we're going to let you guys go into another fantastic raid. We're going to find out where to send you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully you guys have some more hobby time, hobby goodness, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.